Silent Hill F. I want to talk about this game because I'm getting some Silent Hill 2 remake vibes in this game. Much so with the, I would say, with the combat and the atmospheric, basically the fog. But overall, this game to me feels so little different, or so much different, from the Silent Hill 2 remake. And the reason why I decided to make an impressions on this video is because one thing I will put in here as a disclaimer as well. I actually ended up purchasing the 48-hour digital deluxe access for this game. It was 2 days prior the game came out on September 25th of this year. Now, people are going to be coming into my comment section saying, "You're a dumbass, you're an idiot." Well, here's again, point taken. I understand why people get frustrated, why people had this type of access, and you know what? I think it's kind of stupid though too. But here's the thing, the reason why I did that is because I wanted to get an understanding of what this game is all about. I mean, coming in, playing the Silent Hill 2 remake last year for the very first time, I'm just like, I never played this game before. I never played the original game back on the PS2. I never did. And hence the reason why I'm glad I got the remake, obviously, from Bloober Team. Excellent job, by the way. And so, now, Silent Hill F. This game is very intriguing. I actually find this game very, very fun. The only quirk, I would say, or maybe an irksome thing, in a way, is the combat. The combat is a little janky, in a way, to where sometimes you can hit nothing but air, and sometimes you can hit the enemy as well. And so that's the only thing I have problems with. But other than that, like I said again, I'm having fun with this title. I really am, because I'm a huge Silent Hill fan, always have been. I'm a huge Dead Space fan, always have been. Same thing with Resident Evil. It's no different, really. Okay. My impressions. Like I said, the combat is kind of lacking a little bit, but it's still really good in its own unique way. The atmosphere and aesthetic of it, fantastic. I would say, and the character progression, who you play as, very intriguing. I really want to get myself invested into this game even more, other than putting 2 hours in. But even then, I still think, to me, in my own personal opinion, this game does have potential. And for what I understand, that this game has actually had some amazing reviews. And so that's saying something to me personally, because, not just being a huge fan of this franchise or a genre as this game is, which is a horror, psychological horror type of game, much like Dead Space or Silent Hill. But even then, I still think that Silent Hill F, it does have its unique style. It does have its unique way of, I guess, directly comparing it to the Silent Hill 2 remake in terms of its atmospheric quality and the concept design of it as well, in terms of, like I said, because of the fog and everything and vice versa. But I think that's the only thing that this game really holds up on. But again, I think Silent Hill 2 really capitulates to how different it can be in a certain way from the Silent Hill 2 remake. Now, one thing I will say, but it does have a lot of similarities as well, okay? It does have, health pickups. You have save zones, obviously, right? Not save zones, but you have, like, these save shrines, basically. It has that Silent Hill save thing, in a way. Maybe I'm false on that. My apologies on that. But other than that, I still think that this game, it's pretty fun, like I said. And I love it because of that specific reason. And so now what I want to say here is that Silent Hill F is a game to where it's not just about its world. It's about its story. And I really can't say what the whole entire story is, because, like I said again, I'm going in fresh with this game. I did it the same exact way as I did with Silent Hill 2 Remake, because, like I said again, I never played the original Silent Hill 2. And that's what makes it so provocative and very interesting to me. Now, I'm sorry, I'm veering a little bit off topic, what I was going to say. There is no crafting, obviously, but you can repair your weapons by finding toolkits. That is one thing I really like about this game, though, too, is that you can actually maintain your weaponry to their utmost of efficiency. That's what I do like about when it comes to the combat in this game as well. You can pick up charms. You can. I do actually have 2 charms in this game so far, to where you can actually have stamina or your health increase for those 2 charms, which is cool. I actually really like that because I actually find that a little beneficial in a certain way. But again, it's like when you pick up like health pickups, like bandages, red pills. I mean, you can find other things in the game that are able to actually help you in terms of exploration, obviously, and basically, and in combat scenarios as well. And I think that's why for me, Silent Hill F, it hits in all the right areas for me because, like I said again, I love horror games. I never liked them when I was younger because I always ended up getting scared. But I guess being a lot more older than I am now, obviously, I'm so used to having that jump scare, right? And when you have that jump scare, you're like, whoa! It's just like, you kind of expected it, but at the same time, it can be a little unexpected. Because it's like, well, okay, did that really scare me? You're basically asking yourself. You don't know sometimes, most of the time. So that's what makes this game so cool, though, too. Now, the enemy design in this game, which I really like, is very similar to that, from, I would say, the puppets or something like that, or the dolls in Silent Hill 2 Remake. Fantastic. I love the enemy design in this game so far. And I haven't even scrapped the surface for this game right now, other than the fact that I only have 2 hours in this game. And I think that's what's saying to me, or as it goes without saying, that's why I'm very excited to get into more of this game as well. And, when I first started out with this game, though, too, there was a puzzle to where you had to, like, flip certain things in the game in a huge shrine area in order to get, like, the puzzle door thing to solve. I had a heck of a time to do that. It took a while for me to finally figure it out because I actually had to go into my journal. I'm like, oh, that's what I had to do. And so it was very interesting because for me, Silent Hill 2 Remake didn't have that. And that's what makes Silent Hill F so different, because it's like you can always end up finding things out on your own or finding it out for yourself rather than having something helping for you, which Silent Hill F does for you because you have a journal. It'll tell you where you need to go in terms of the map and vice versa. Now, the overall aesthetic of this game it's stunning in its own grotesque and eerily type of way. I love it. It's so good. And that is what I loved about the Dead Space remake. That's what I loved about the Silent Hill 2 remake. Not so much of the Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 remakes that we've had past few years ago. But other than that, I still think that Silent Hill F is, like I said, it's fun. I would say, I really can't say it's a strong recommendation right now, because of the fact that, like I say, only putting 2 hours in and not getting so much further into it is because I'm just trying to get enthralled into this world. I want to know, basically, or asking myself, what's actually happening in front of you? And that's the way how I had that vibe, though, too, when it came to the Silent Hill 2 remake. And it's just simply breathtaking in its own eerily and distinctive way, and it's just simply fantastic. So, other than that, I'm having, like I said again, I'm having fun with it. I'm literally want to know what's more all about this game as well. But anyways, to much further ado, I'm really happy I'm actually able to finally give you my thoughts or impressions on this game so far. But this is Jake from Citizen JV. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good rest of your upcoming week as well. And you guys take care. Peace, guys.